Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about enchantments and auras. When multiple enchantments are applied to a minion, the order they entered play is the order they are processed in to determine final attributes such as health, attack, and mana cost. We call this ordering the enchantment list. By default, new enchantments enter at the end and temporary enchantments disappear from their previous position, the list being recalculated from that point onwards. Whenever an Amani Berserker is enraged, it creates a new enchantment that gives it attack. If you cast Humility on it, the Humility is later in the list, resulting in 1 attack. If you then unenrage and re-enrage the Amani Berserker, the enrage is later in the list, resulting in 4 attack. A new Humility once again goes at the end. In this video by Bub Cha-Cha, we see that if you play Loatheb followed by Millhouse Manastorm, the effects apply in order of play, and your spells cost 0. If you play Millhouse Manastorm followed by Loatheb, the effects apply in order of play and your spells cost 5. Next, we need to know that attack, health, and mana costs can go negative during calculations, but turn to 0 if they finish negative. If you play Shrinkmeister targeting a 1 attack minion, it appears to have 0 attack. If we then play Abusive Sergeant targeting it, it returns to 1 attack, meaning that it actually had -1 attack in the meantime. If you have a 0 mana card reduced in cost even further by Emperor Farasin, Loatheb adds 5 to this negative number. For example, -2 plus 5 is free in this screenshot. Next, we need to know that auras have a special priority. By default, auras do not sit with enchantments in order of play, but move to the end of the list at a step called the aura update. To learn more about the timing of the step, watch Hearthstone Science When Do Minions Die. For the purposes of this video, all you need to know is that it happens frequently, but not instantly. Finally, note that the only way in which auras are different from enchantments is that Faceless Manipulator and Mirror Entity do not copy them. Otherwise, Hearthstone cannot tell the two apart when reading an attribute. Now we're ready to talk about the many enchantments and auras that exist within Hearthstone. Number 1. Gaining and losing health. When a minion gains health, its current health is increased by the same amount. It doesn't matter how the health is gained. However, when a minion loses health, its current health does not go down, unless it would have exceeded the new maximum health value. Let's explore these two statements. It doesn't matter in what way the minion's health changes, only whether it goes up or down. Here we silence off equality, which is a health debuff. Therefore, health is considered to have gone up as much as equality previously removed, resulting in a full health minion. When a Stormwind champion leaves play, minions that are damaged lose 1 maximum health, but not 1 current health. Minions that were at full health lose 1 current health only because they would have exceeded their maximum health otherwise. Here is a curious example. We play a 1 health minion, Grimscale Oracle, followed by a Stormwind champion. Later, the Grimscale Oracle is damaged to 1 out of 2 health, and finally we play Equality. Why does the Grimscale Oracle gain health? The reason is due to the timing of the aura update step. When Equality is applied, it immediately makes the Grimscale Oracle a 1 out of 1 health minion. Later, Stormwind Champion's aura is recalculated to be at the end of the list, increasing its maximum health by 1, and thus also current health by 1. Number 2. Divine Spirit. Divine Spirit is coded as follows. Maximum health is increased by current health. After Divine Spirit has been cast, it turns into a fixed gain X health effect like any other. Let's play an Injured Blade Master, which damages itself to 3 out of 7 health. Divine Spirit increases its maximum health by 3, making it a 6 out of 10 health minion, which will be fully healed to 10 out of 10 by circle healing. If we play an Amani Berserker, then Stormwind Champion, then play Divine Spirit on the Amani Berserker, it turns into a gain 4 health enchantment at time of casting, and does not recalculate to gain 3 health when Stormwind Champion's aura moves to the end of the list. Number 3. Blessed Champion and Gahz'rilla. These are unusual enchantments. They dynamically recalculate based on what value is reached before them in the list. Let's demonstrate this. If you play an Abusive Sergeant on a minion, followed by Blessed Champion, the +2 from Abusive Sergeant is being doubled. When we end our turn, the +2 from Abusive Sergeant leaves, and Blessed Champion also stops doubling it. This is different of how Divine Spirit worked. This time we'll use an attack enhancing aura, then Blessed Champion. In the aura update step, the aura moves after Blessed Champion, meaning Blessed Champion is not. Number 4. Direct Set. Direct Set enchantments set the values straight to what they choose. They are not implemented as gain X or lose X, so when enchantments and auras move out from under them, the effect is still the same. If we play Abusive Sergeant, followed by Inner Fire, then end our turn, the attack attribute does not drop by 2. Inner Fire knows what attack value it should set to and maintains it. And as we've seen, if an aura enters play, then we play a direct set during the aura update step. The aura moves to be after the direct set. Here, Inner Fire sets attack to 1, and Direwolf Alpha moves to increase it by 1, once more. Number 5. Swap. Swap effects such as Crazed Alchemist perform the following steps. 1. We read the values of current health and attack into X and Y. 2. We set the target's damage to 0. This is not a heal effect. 3. We create an enchantment that says set attack to Y, set health to X. These are direct sets. Current health is used, not maximum health, and damage is cleared in the process. This means a 4-3 injured Blade Master will be swapped to a 3-4 with full health. The fact that it creates a pair of direct set effects is important. If we play a Direwolf Alpha next to a minion, followed by a Crazed Alchemist, the attack from the aura is used in the swap, and then reapplied afterwards during the aura update step, creating the so-called double counting of the aura. And because it is a direct set, if we play Abusive Sergeant on a minion, followed by a Crazed Alchemist, the temporary attack becomes permanent and is not decreased when we end our turn. Vulcan works the same way as Crazed Alchemist, but instead of using current health and attack, it uses current health and current health to create 2 direct set enchantments while clearing damage. Number 6. Unusual aura priorities. We didn't talk about this before, but 2 auras have very interesting priorities, Summoning Portal and Lightspawn. Summoning Portal's priority causes it during the aura update step to go before, not after, all enchantments. Lightspawn's priority causes it during the aura update step to not just go after all enchantments, but after all other auras. We can see that Summoning Portal goes before an enchantment, Shadow Step, in this clip by Hysteria. Low-Ferb costs 5, is reduced by 2 twice by the 2 Summoning Portals, then by 2 again by Shadow Step to end up costing 0. If the Summoning Portals were applied after Shadow Step, the final cost would be 1, because Summoning Portal cannot reduce a cost less than 1. Notably, for a while after the Goblins vs Gnomes expansion, Cogmaster's aura had the same priority as Summoning Portal. That meant that if you played a reversing switch on a Cogmaster, its aura seemed to stop working, because it was always before the swap effect, not after. We can see that Lightspawn goes after an aura, Direwolf Alpha, in this clip. Despite being played first, its attack is still exactly equal to its health. Direwolf Alpha be damned. Number 7. Other properties of enchantments. So far we've covered everything to do with affecting the main attributes of health, attack, and mana cost, but enchantments can do other things too. They can trigger on a specific event. For example, the combat preparation phase by Blessing of Wisdom, the end of turn phase by Shadow Madness, the start of turn phase by Nightmare, the moment the active player changes by Bloodlust. Because enchantments have an order of play, these triggered effects also obey order of play. They can set and unset other kinds of attributes. For example, Conceal unsets Stealth when it triggers to expire, Raging Worgen's Enrage unsets Wind Fury if it unenrages, and Shadow Madness sets Controller when it triggers to expire or is silenced off. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend you check out Animated Hearthstone Puzzles episode 15 on the right. Your knowledge of advanced mechanics will help you in solving the puzzle. Alternatively, feel free to check out more of our content or read the advanced rulebook on the Hearthstone wiki. I'll link it in the description for you. See you again soon.